Hello and welcome. My name is Jocelyn and today we are doing a Pan That Palette update, and I have got quite the update for you today. I am pretty excited. I'm always excited about my updates usually. I space them out enough so that I actually have an update for you when I film these. So this entire year I have been project panning an eyeshadow palette and a face palette. The eyeshadow palette is the Master Palette by Mario in collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills, and the face palette has been the NARS Stephen Klein palette. So these two babies right here. Let's go ahead and start with the eyeshadow palettes. I have had 4 shades in here that I have been I don't want to say focusing on, but are on my list to pan. Lula is a kind of rollover from the beginning of the year. I was panning more of the cool tone shades in this palette and I didn't quite hit pan on this one, so it's still just kind of kicking. And then the other 3 are Isabel, Kim, and Fifth Avenue. So I have a new pan and I'm very excited because it is now, I think, almost the biggest pan in the palette. Here it is, Fifth Avenue right here. Look at that giant pan in there. I think I also expanded the pan in Marina. I think that's a little bit bigger from last time. And the other 3 that I'm panning are Lula, Isabel, and Kim. So I have used, I know, at least Isabel and Kim a little bit, so you can see a little bit of a dip in there. It's a lot harder in this palette to hit pan on. I mean, in general, matte shades are harder to hit pan on. So I'm still slowly working away at these 2 matte shades over here. I have now successfully hit my goal on Fifth Avenue. Kim is still hanging in there. And because I hit pan on Fifth Avenue, I decided to roll in another shimmer shade, and I decided on this one right over here, which is the shade Paris. And you can see that I've got a little bit of a dip in here already. So I think I might be able to pair Lula and Paris quite a bit because they're both cool tone shades. I might even get some more use out of Marina, maybe also some more use out of Muse. Muse and Marina were in this project at the beginning of the year, but I did hit pan on those 2 already. And then I can keep using Kim with Isabel, and even maybe a little bit of Violetta. I don't know if I'll actually roll Violetta into this project because it's a dark matte shade and I already have enough trouble hitting pan on matte shades, and I don't use a lot of dark colors on my eyes, so there's definitely a handful of shades in here that I'll probably just not roll into this project at all. But we'll see. I feel like I might be able to hit pan on the 2 shimmer shades by the next update, maybe Paris and Kim, if I really focus on them. I want to say one of the 2 matte shades. It's so hard for me to hit pan on matte shades, especially, I mean, I definitely got a deeper dip in Lula, but I stopped using it as much when I started reaching for more warm toned shades. And then Isabel can be a little bit extra pigmented, this orange color right here. So when I've been dipping into it, I haven't been dipping into a lot of it, but I'm very excited. We now have pan in 3 of my shades in here. I started out the year with no pan, and then we've got dips in quite a few of these. So I'm really excited to really focus on this palette, especially when we get into the later summer months, fall months. I'm hoping to make some good progress in it. All right, and moving on to this one. So I have decided that this palette is no longer needed, no longer wanted in my collection for a variety of reasons. I don't like reaching for this at all. At one point the blushes were good, I enjoyed them, but I just like other blushes a lot more in my collection. And to top it off, well, 2 more things actually. One, NARS is not cruelty free. It's one of the remaining non-cruelty free products in my collection, and it is 6 years old officially, which for powder products really in my makeup collection isn't that big of a deal. But all of those things combined, I haven't reached for this in so long, even though it was a part of this project. I have shades like this in my collection already that I like to reach for. I don't really like the bronzer and kind of contour shade in here. I liked this shade, but it's just like a beige setting powder. I got those already. There's just nothing in here that I feel the need to hold on to it. It is very technically expired. This has a 2-year shelf life. It is 6 years old, so it is, what is that, 3 times it's past its shelf life, and I don't feel bad about it. It's expired. I don't like reaching for it. I got these things already in my collection that I like reaching for. I tried to project pan it this year. It just wasn't worth it for me. I have too many beautiful things to worry about something that I would say I've gotten my use out of. In its place is something that's also kind of older in my collection, but that I really like using, and there's only one shade in this that I would like to hit pan on, and it is this little face palette right here. This is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Contour and Highlight Palette, and I actually already have pan in this in the highlight shade. You can see that right here. I think this might have been in a project pan, or I might have naturally hit pan on this. I'm not really 100% sure, but I really like the contour shade in this. I do have it on my cheeks today and a little bit up here. It's cooler toned, so it's like a contour bronzer color. I really like this, but like I said, it's getting a little older in my collection. I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but there is a little bit of a dip. Well, there is actually a significant dip. You just can't really see it too well because it's just like one flat color. But I do have a fair amount of use in this, and I'm excited to roll this in. This does have a little bit of a like chocolatey smell to it. So these are my two project pan those palettes for the year of 2021 now. This one we're staying in. I'm gonna really focus on some of those shades that I've got in there right now. And this one I think I'll just use maybe the rest of the year, or we'll see how long it takes me to hit pan. Maybe I'll just keep it in the rest of the year to see how much pan I can get out of it. But I'm very excited to finally have made the decision to declutter this from my life, from my collection, because it just has been hanging out in there and kind of making me feel a certain way, and I don't need stuff in my life that makes me feel a certain way. So goodbye NARS palette, hello Tarte palette. Here are my two pan those palettes for the year of 2021. And there is my update in this project. I hope that you enjoyed. I mean, I only hit pan on one thing, but then I made the decision to roll something out. So I think this is a pretty satisfying, successful, exciting update. I hope that you enjoyed. If you like project pan videos, consider giving this one a thumbs up and consider subscribing, because I've got a couple others going on my channel right now. I also have an empties video coming up and a declutter video coming up. So if you don't want to miss that, consider subscribing so you don't miss those videos. I mean, I guess it's a little bit of a spoiler, one of the things that will be included in that video, but there's a lot of other exciting things I think that I'm decluttering. Exciting? Is it exciting? I mean, I think it's more of like refreshing to declutter things that are no longer fulfilling their purpose in your makeup collection, in your life. So those videos are coming up, so if you don't want to miss those, again, subscribe. And I think that is everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.